What is up, YouTube? Jonny B here again today, and we are going to be working on a new daily, but this daily isn't going to be for me. This is going to be for my wife. I promised her that after I sold her 2014 Honda Civic, I would get her one of the newer ones. So this is a 2017 Honda Civic Sport Touring hatchback. So this is the specific model that I've been looking for forever. Could not find one. I definitely wanted it to have a hatchback just because it makes it so much more convenient to be hauling around stuff as a daily driver, you know, something that's going to be with the family. We want something that's going to be good on gas. It's going to be quick. It's going to have 4 doors, and it's going to fit a lot of large items in the back, which the hatchback provides. But on top of that, I wanted it to look good. So the Civic, in my opinion, looks really good. This one is the model that comes with like a little lip kit all the way around, and then it's got like 18-inch wheels, LED headlights. It's got the leather interior. It got a bigger navigation system, and I got it cheap, but it does have a little bit of damage just like everything else. And it got a little bump here in the back. It's not too bad. The quarter panels on both sides are untouched, so all I have to do is remove this hatch, pull that back, straighten that out, buy a new hatch, put it on, buy a bumper, put that on. The tail lights did get cracked right there. This tail light looked like it almost survived, but it has a little bit of a crack over here on this side, so I'm gonna have to replace it. I want to have that looking there. Obviously you can see the quarter panel on this side as well, and here it is, the Sport Touring. It's one of the most expensive ones before you go to the Type R, so that's nice. And it's got the little dual tips in the back. Obviously the hatchback, the window broke from this little bit of an accident that I got. It is taken apart because it looks like they were looking for more damage, but from the looks of it here, it looks pretty straight here. So I don't know why they removed the crash beam. I'm guessing they wanted to see the extent of the damage down here, but the crash beam looks like it lines up. None of the suspension components got damaged. It actually has brand new tires, and the exhaust is straight. I'm not gonna need to buy an exhaust, but it's not too bad. Obviously, since it's the Touring, it comes with leather seats, makes it a little bit fancier. It's got the nicer navigation screen with the climate control. Some of them have just like a little tiny screen here. I believe this is pretty similar. It's got like different textures, like a little carbon fiber texture on it. And then it has the sunroof, which is one of the things that the wife wanted. She wanted to have the sunroof, and obviously it's the automatic version. I think the Sport Touring comes manual, and for 800 bucks more, you have to pay to get the automatic, but she needs that. And then it comes with the push start and a nice looking key that feels actually really nice, really heavy. Feels really high quality. Buttons feel good on it. Here, first time. I just charged the battery. The battery was dead, and now it isn't dead anymore. I did drive it from the auction here, and you see how it's saying the system initializing. All these little lights, they went away after driving it for a little bit, but once you take off the battery, restart it again, they all pop back up. But when I was driving it here, all the lights turned off and everything was normal. No airbags were deployed, obviously. Driver one's usually the first one to blow. The one on the passenger side blows, or even sometimes like the side curtain airbags tend to blow depending on where the impact was. And then I'll show you guys this side. Everything's fine. Here's a bunch of the parts that I need to take out, sort out, figure out what exactly it is that I'm gonna need. And it's got 46,000 miles. It's a 2017, so it's 3 years old now. They put about 15,000 miles a year, which is average, you know, for something like this. Here's a piece of the bumper. I want to go ahead and take all that stuff out of there so I can go ahead and assess what it is I need to buy. Obviously, I need to buy the hatch, the rear bumper, the tail lights. That's like the basic stuff. If I need to buy little things like this, if this is missing, or anything else that could be in there, that could save me some money. For example, this piece of the bumper was here, so this is a separate piece. It ends there, so that's probably expensive. Luckily, I have that one. If I have the other one, that'd be great. That way I don't need to buy a lot of stuff. One of the things that I'm scared of is that it's missing the tow hook cover. This is a $180 piece from the dealership. Yeah, it comes paint matched already, but the bumper's $220 at the dealer. So to pay almost the same for that little tow hook cover would be ridiculous. So I'm hoping that it's in there. That looks cool. It's gonna be like a puzzle piece trying to put all these parts back in. There's some plastic pieces that are gonna be valuable in putting the car back together. So that one has a speaker on it. Are you kidding me? This bottom piece was perfect, but they decided to just slash it. What kind of an idiot? That was damaged, and the bumper was damaged, but look, this $400 piece just got sliced for no reason. That sucks. Guess we'll figure out what this stuff is. So we start putting it back together and then see what we need to order. Seal, probably for the hatch. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. This is just a spot right here that looks like it bent in a little bit. It didn't really damage it that much. And then over here on this side, all this is good too. So it's literally just this little spot here that just needs to be pushed back out. Make sure that it lines up, you know, with the new hatch. But there's like nothing that shows any signs that there was any more damage this way. So that's good. These little hooks here seem to line up perfectly fine. They look normal. You can just see a little bit of the curving right there. You see how the paint is kind of like wrinkled. So that's just it. Just gotta push this little piece out. That part it'll straighten out with that when I push that out. So that's not that big of a deal. Super easy. We don't have to replace that piece. Just push it out. Make sure everything lines up. Make sure the hatch closes properly, and just start replacing parts. Putting this interior together looks fairly simple. So after removing the hatch, I went ahead, you know, before that I was straightening this out because this was sunk in, you know, pretty deep. I still gotta do a little bit of more massaging to that, but at least it's at the level where it should be relatively normal, and the new hatch will probably close. And then I went ahead and cleaned up all this back area. It's looking good. I had to get all the glass out from here, there, even from parts of the carpet over there. And the water, pretty much dirt, because the window was broken. As you can see, it's pretty shattered. I did find a brand new hatch that came complete, so it's gonna come with the little piece right here. It's gonna come with the window, it's gonna come with the wing and all this stuff. So it's pretty much gonna be 100% complete, so I could just grab it, get two bolts that bolts up right here and put it on. This piece right here is like $60 from the dealership alone. And then this bottom lip here got sliced by Progressive for some reason, which is kind of dumb. It's perfectly good condition. I could have reused that. That piece is $400, and then this piece is $6. This little like plastic non-shiny piece. So I found this on eBay, which is supposed to be like a Type R style with like little fins for $100. So it's gonna come with the whole diffuser setup. It's gonna come with this piece here, and it's gonna have like little fins very similar to the Type R. So I think I might just go that route, just because I don't feel like paying $400 for an OEM lip. I am gonna start putting all this back together, put the rear seats in. Obviously it's all dusty because this has been open for about 8 months. I think I've been looking at this car at the auction, and I've been waiting for it to finally come out, and it finally came out, and I scooped it up as soon as it came out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the seats in, put in all the plastic pieces and all that, just in preparation for when the hatch comes in. Then the interior will be complete. Bumper came in from Honda, so we got that OEM piece. Gonna go test fit it on the car. Okay, let's go test fit it on the car. And the reason for it being so expensive is because it already comes paint matched, so it's cool in case you ever lose it. you can just order it and it'll be in the same color and you don't have to worry about painting it. That's probably why it's that expensive, just because they color match it to your car. One of the downfalls of this is that they're so expensive that people tend to steal them. So I'm gonna try to see if I can click this on and kind of like hold it down so that way nobody can steal it. And you know, we won't ever be missing this piece or have an issue with it. So I've heard that's a lot of the issues on the forums for this piece, just because it's so expensive. I didn't show it, but I just knocked it out. The rear bumper got painted. So the rear bumper is now fully painted on the Civic. So that's good. That way I don't have to worry about any other paint. But I'm probably gonna put the hatch on this. So I'll probably put it over there. Finally got it all unshrink wrapped. So now I get to have some fun taking it all the way back there. Okay, so now that I put the hatch on, it got a little bit dark because I had some stuff to do. And I am swapping over the fake vents from the old bumper to the new bumper, since it's already nice and dry. I'm gonna put those on there, and then tomorrow the little lip kit that's supposed to go here will be in tomorrow, so I'll be able to put that on, and then we can put on the car. So I need to wait for that so we can start putting the car together. But other than that, I want to put these on. I already put the one on this side and it came out looking pretty good. I gave it a little bit of polish so that it's a little bit shinier, and the paint match is actually really good, so I'm happy with that. That's usually the hardest part to do when you're trying to paint some parts like that, but luckily the only part that I had to paint was the rear bumper. Got the bumper on finally. It's looking good. The paint match actually came out perfect. There's like, you can't really tell the difference between them. It's looking really good. Obviously I still got to put in the little bottom lip part of it, but the rest of the car, look at that. Even the fitment on the bumpers is just like coming out perfect. It's pretty crazy. I did get the hatch to line up after I put the hatch in. The hatch is fitting perfectly, so that was like my main goal before I put the bumper on. Now I got the bumper on, I just gotta wait for some pieces to finish it up. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the interior to get all the interior sorted. I did have to order one of these door seals, the one that goes right here. Luckily it was only like 18 bucks from Honda, so I can finish putting in the seat, because that's like one of the main things, that the seat sits on top of this piece of plastic right there, and then that piece of plastic sits on top of that seal. So we need that before we can finish that up. But overall, I'm happy with the hatch. The hatch came in perfectly color matched. Obviously, the paint is perfect too, so that was good. And I don't know, just excited to start driving the Civic and you know, have a boosted daily again, just like I did with the WRX.